What's up, guys? It's JZNES. We're back with another video. You're probably expecting a review, but today it's not going to be a review. It's going to be me talking and telling you guys what's going on with the channel. I got Pokemon. It's Pokemon Pokemania here. You know, lots of Pokemon. We got the Pokemon music. You know, I got my Charmander shirt. He's my boy, my favorite. Yeah, boy. You know, just like Eevee, except that has nothing to do with anything. So anyway. So we're doing an update video because it's about high time. Now, as of like May-ish last year, ever since then I've been doing a video every single week up until, you know, last week with the Halloween video or whatnot. And I figured, okay, well I gotta get Halloween and October done. That's a big month to do all the scary games and whatnot. And I managed to make it through that. At this point, you'll have seen I did, you know, the Silent Hill games, and I did Resident Evil Revelations, another game I needed to play for a long time, as well as I did D for the Sega Saturn and Steam, actually, which is a great game, and I was really happy to replay that. It was a nice short game to kind of tie together the experience of what I've been doing for the past year and a half here, which is doing a video every week, which is a lot, you know? A video every single week takes so much planning in advance. I love how it jumps to Jigglypuff. That's the one it has to jump to. Anyway, it just takes a lot of, like, coordination, a lot of planning, playing the games and all of that, and everyone's like, oh, why don't you do, like, gameplay footage? Because that would be, like, impossibly hard to do and edit all of that and get that all out in a week. Are you fucking kidding me? Like, that's not gonna happen. That's not reasonable, you know? And for a while, the whole gimmick has been that I've been doing a game a week. And when I first started doing that, I had a lot of free time to do a game a week. And that was kind of why I was doing it, was because I'm like, well, I'm going to put all this extra time that I have into my channel. Like, I'm going to try and go really hard with that. And I did for a whole year and a half, almost. It was like a year and 4 months or something. And like almost 5 months if you count May. May I missed like 1 week of a video or something. There was 1 week where I didn't put out a video in May. But ever since June, officially since June, I did do a video every single week. And actually multiple videos, a lot of weeks. There was Wednesday videos for a long time with the whole room tour series and a bunch of other stuff like that. I did some Life is Strange videos there for a while with Banana, stuff like that. The jamming out videos I put out like Wednesdays. There were some Wednesday videos there for a while. So that was more than one video a week. And, you know, that's a lot. You know, a lot of that was pre-recorded in advance. Like, you know, the room tour, that I just split that up into multiple parts. And here you go. Just release it over like 10 weeks or whatever. Which is totally fine. So that's great. I'll, you know, hunky-dory. Great. Just do a bunch of videos in advance and put them out. Well, guess what? I did that. And then, you know how in the Silent Hill 2 video I was like the update video? Well, that's this video. Guess what happened? Something happened. It distracted me for 10 fucking weeks. My friend Jameson said, hey man, you remember that Pokemon Go thing you loved so much? Let's just take a hit of that again. Just like, let's get all full on back into that. And I'm like, okay, fine. You're going to play Pokemon? I'm playing Pokemon Go 2 now again. Okay, great. Look at this. This is great. And really, like, my history with Pokemon Go, like, I started when the game first came out, and I want to talk a little bit about that here in a second. But the thing is that, like, I thought I'd taken a big break, but the biggest break I took was, like, I actually played a little bit, at least a little bit, every single year, except for, like, I think, like, 2018 was kind of a dead zone there for a bit, because I did miss a lot of the Gen 4 stuff, and miss a lot of the Gen 5 stuff, but I did have some Gen 4 stuff, because I did play in 2019 and 2020, for a little bit because of Let's Go there. I was trying to catch Sandshrew, which I wasn't able to catch a Sandshrew. But my friend Banana ended up trading me one. It was the version exclusive that I didn't have. I actually was able to get Sandslash and a bunch of the other version exclusives. I had them all on my Pokemon Go account, except for Sandshrew, because I evolved that up. And I had a whole living dex of Pokemon to that point, up until like Gen 2, and I was missing a few, or something like that. But anyway, so, yeah, so more recently, like, you know, maybe like 12, I don't know, like 3 months ago or something, Jameson's like, let's get back into this thing, you know, like during the summer or whatever. And that was a lot of fun. And I'm still having a lot of fun with the game. And that's one big reason why I probably have to slow down my videos a little bit, because Pokemon Go has now taken over my life again, but in a reasonable way. Now, I still play the game probably way too much, but there are a lot of daily things you have to do in the game to keep up and to get the medals to get to past level 48, because you need 35 platinum medals to do that. So I put a little bit of time into the game every day, but that's not the only thing that I've been doing that like has changed my lifestyle a little bit since last year. Now last year, I just was able to play games all the time, and even when I wasn't when I had other stuff going on, I would still make the games the priority there. And I mentioned in the Silent Hill 2 video, like maybe there was a little bit of burnout there. That's probably accurate, that like I feel a little bit of burned out. I'm beating a game every week. I want to still play video games. I still want to review video games. I love video games. I fucking love video games. I love Pokemon. I love Dragon Quest. I love Super Mario Galaxy, which I'm going to talk about here in a second. I love fucking lots of video games, man. Listen to that jam. That shit's good. Horror games. I love video games, god damn it. But they take a while to play, alright? Beating a game every week is a lot. I don't care what anybody says. You know, I'm not the fucking completionist. I don't get paid for doing this shit. If I was getting totally, even if I was just getting $1,000 a month or something to fucking play video games, I don't even $500. I was getting $100 a month to play video games. I'd probably do it. I'd probably say, I'd probably eat my words, bite my pride, you know, whatever the saying is. I'd probably do it. I'd sit down. I'd beat that game every week just to make that extra money. But guess what? That's not happening. The channel's not very profitable. It's cool. I like that I have a small audience of dedicated people. I think that's awesome. I love all of my fans, or maybe that's a pretentious term, like my viewers or whatever. I love that people watch me and care that I make videos or whatever. I think that's really neat, and that's why I do it. Well, for me too. I honestly, at the end of the day, I love making the videos for people, and I like hearing people's reactions and whatnot to them. But at the end of the day, sorry, it's a selfish reason. The videos are for me to look back on my game history and kind of remember, hey, this is what I thought of that game at that time. This is how I was kind of experiencing video games at that time, you know? And kind of what was going on with my video game journey at that point in my life. Sorry. That's why I've been also kind of updating stuff on my Pokemon Go journey on my Facebook page, which is my Facebook page, so I'm not gonna tell you guys all to go and join it or nothing, but so I can look back at that in the future and be like, hey, I remember when I did this thing and this thing and this thing on my journey to completing Pokemon Go. So that was another concept I thought of. I'm like, well, I could do that same thing on YouTube, but most of the people who watch my YouTube stuff, not most of, I guess a lot of the people that watch my YouTube stuff would have probably already seen that there. So it's just promotion, cross-platform, release of stuff. So, I don't know. If you guys want to see a weekly Pokemon Go update kind of thing about all the Pokemon I've been catching, my progress towards my medals, what's happening this week in Pokemon Go, that kind of stuff, kind of where I'm at, how my week's been going, did I catch any shinies, did I get any hundos, any of that stuff. You want to hear all that stuff? I will definitely make videos about that and put that out maybe on like Wednesdays or something, in addition to the reviews, which would be coming out on Saturday sometimes. I'd totally be down with doing that because I love Pokemon Go, and this is my new thing again. Now, the reason I originally quit the game, and I don't know if I should admit this, but I'm going to anyway because it's the truth of the matter. Because the game was way too addicting, and there's real in-game app purchases, and I'm really bad at like money control for these kind of things, especially when I'm like really hardcore into something. But I finally kind of got a hold on that recently, over the past few months of playing the game. I haven't spent as much money as I was spending back in the day on this game. I bought like a few incubator boxes here and there, but this usually lasts a while, so it's like every few weeks I'll spend a little bit of money on the game, which is fine. I mean, I put like thousands of hours into this game. If not, I don't know if it is put into the tens of thousands, but me and my friend Banana used to play this game all the time. That was what all of our free time was dedicated to. Thousands of hours we must have put into this game. If I had an Overwatch like tracker, like telling me how long I've put into the game, it would be a lot. It would be a lot. But then again, it's like, how does it count that? Like, would it be like how long the app's been open? Because like, the app's open right now in the background. I should probably close that actually so my phone doesn't like die or something. But it's no big deal. So yeah, so I like that game, and that's kind of become my new hobby. So I don't know that I'm gonna have time to make a video every week for every week, over a game. And a lot of times it's mostly just me prioritizing the short games anyway, so that like that I can finish games, And the other thing was the replay series was meant to kind of mitigate the fact that I would have to beat a new game every week, which is a lot. And at that rate, I could probably do 4 replays a month. I don't want to, and I probably am not going to do that. I mean, okay. At the end of the day, would I want to? Absolutely. If I had the time, if I had the endurance to do that, I would totally do it. I just don't anymore because, like, without getting too specific, let me break down my week for you, all right? The weekends, just kind of the start of the week, Sunday or whatnot. The Saturday, Sunday, not only do I try to work a lot, but then also on Sunday, I usually hang out with my brother. Saturday, I usually hang out with my friends. And Friday, I usually hang out with my friends. Recently, I was hanging out with Banana on Fridays, so that was Friday gone. So there's 3 days that I just can't really do much, The only way I even squeezed out Silent Hill 3 was I did it the last 2 hours of that game, like, very early in the morning before I hung out with Banana on Friday. So it was just kind of a crunch thing that I even got that done. And actually, it's funny because he texted me during the review, like, hey, are you ready to hang out? And I'm like, well, I guess I gotta like say what I've gotta say about the game and get on with it, like, so, like, that review almost didn't even happen. The D review was pretty close too. I had to sit down yesterday and play through that. Today's a Friday now, and Banana's busy again on Friday, so I didn't know what I was gonna do with today. I still have pretty much all of today to do anything with, so I still can kind of do that. But so yeah, that's good. But yeah, so it's just like sorry, give me a second here. Oh, I should use my new feature. Watch this. Hey, alright. Nobody even knew any different now, but even though I'm saying something. Alright, anyway. So, basically, yeah, like, it's just been, okay, and then, so then I have Monday. Monday is, like, one day that I might possibly, I don't usually work a lot on Monday. I usually have that day to kind of do stuff. So that's, like, one day that I would maybe have to do games, like, at all. So, Tuesday. Spotlight Hour. Usually work a lot on Tuesday. Spotlight Hour also that night. So a lot of it is in Pokemon Go, by the way. Preparing for that Spotlight. If you don't know what Spotlight Hour is, it's kind of like one Pokemon gets featured for an hour. That's usually a night I do Pokemon Go a lot. So I Pokemon Go a lot. I don't know. Anyway, Wednesday's just so-so. I work a ton on Wednesday. That's like a usually really busy day to do. So I put in a lot of hours on Wednesdays. And then by the time I'm done with that, I'm usually pretty drained. Sometimes I'll participate in the Spotlight Hour if like somebody's sending me invites or something. Or sometimes I go out and do it. But like I did it more when Jameson was around to do it with me. But you know, just like whatever. That hasn't happened in a while. So Wednesday's not great for playing games and trying to beat games. And then there's Thursday, which I usually hang out with my friend Mayab. So, you know, that's off the table. And even sometimes I have to blow them off until Monday, which is another day that's usually a free day. But sometimes it gets taken up by Mayab because I have to blow them off because, or I have to, you know, push him I have to reschedule, but not blow him off, but reschedule because, you know, sometimes my family wants to do something. Sometimes James can't do something on Friday, so he wants to do something on Wednesday or Thursday. So, as you can see, I got a life now. I didn't have a life before, no, pretty much. But I kind of have something going on a little bit of every day of the week, and like that's a lot. And I'm glad things are going on again. You know, like before it was like. I think because it was like 2020, so like nobody really wanted to do anything because everyone was scared of getting COVID or something. So like that's totally reasonable. I'm just saying like, basically, like there was a lot more time in 2020. Now I've got a life again. There's shit to do. You know, I got stuff to worry about again. Not that I didn't have a ton of shit to worry about back then, but you know, I'm just enjoying life, and I think that's good. And I think that I want to do that rather than this is the ultimate message of the video. I still want to play games. I still want to review games. I love doing that. But at the same token, I've got other shit going on. So I don't want to have to stress myself about beating a game every week, you know? And I think that's totally like reasonable. And it sucks because like I've got such a good streak going, but it's gotta end eventually. Kind of like Animal Crossing, because like I played that for like months and months and months, and I did my dailies every day, and I did everything, and I was kind of getting burned out at some point, and then I just said, well, it's fine, you know? Why does this song keep replaying? I don't have to worry anymore. And then I just stopped doing it, and I'm not worried about it anymore. I kind of feel bad, because I'm sure Sky and, like, Tia and, God, what's his face? Tank. God, I can't remember their names anymore. And Cherry and, God, what was I had, like, a sassy villager, right? I can't remember who she was. Oh, but I had, the bunny, Ruby, she was awesome. I loved her. Anyway, all my villagers, I'm sure that, you know, like, they're all really sad that I'm not there, but they'll get over it. Because if I go back to the game, it's going to be like Pokemon Go, where I just go with hardcore again. I'll never have any time ever again. I loved that game, and I loved the time that I put into it, but I'm good, you know? I'm good. And especially, like, I'm really, actually, I mean, shit. Look at how many games I beat last year, and even the year before, and even this year. I mean, for fuck's sake. For Fred fuck's sake, as the nerd there would say. Like, look at how much shit I beat. I'm very proud of myself for chipping away that much shit at my backlog. I mean, I'm looking over there right now. It's still pretty full of shit to beat. But, you know, we're getting there. And this is something I can beat over the course of my life. I don't have to sit here and do it over the course of, you know, the end of my 20s here, or the beginning of my 30s. Not that I don't want to do that still, but I gotta make time for other things too. You know, life goes on, and there's other shit to prioritize. So I think that's what I want to do. You know, I don't want to have to stress about having to make a video every week and whatever. Um, so you know, and I guess not that I'm like, oh, well, I'm not popular anyway, because there's still a lot of people who care enough to sit down and watch the videos, and that's neat, and I like that. But at the same token, uh, it comes down to the fact that, like, you know, I'm not like, this isn't my job. I'm not a super big YouTuber who's got like hundreds of thousands of subscribers, or even tens of thousands. Shit, if I had thousands of subscribers, I might feel a little bit worse about it. But I think it's probably good that I'm not like a super big YouTuber who kind of relies on this shit to make a little bit of their revenue for life, because not that that wouldn't be a good thing, obviously, but like that means that I can control the pace of how all of this goes, you know, and I don't have to worry about not making as many videos and whatnot. But like I said, I still want to continue making videos. It's just maybe like, you know, every other week to like, you know, like every other week probably. That's kind of what I want to try to do right now, is try to do one replay and one new game per month, if possible. And I think that's probably achievable, probably. Now, okay, so second point to the whole, like, beating games once a week kind of thing. You might have noticed that I haven't gotten anywhere near Dragon Quest 7 or 8 yet and finished those series, and I do feel a little bit bad about that, and I do want to do that. And I have a whole marathon series of replays planned for next year, which I definitely am going to do, and maybe even do faster than I thought I was going to do if I stop, like, trying to beat a bunch of new games or whatever. Not, like, stop trying to beat a bunch of new games, but just, like, pause beating a bunch of new games to beat them when I want to beat them. It might actually give me a shot to go and review some of these replay games in this certain series that I want to do. Of course, I want to finish Dragon Quest first, hopefully, or on the side of that. So, yeah. And that just seems right now more important to me than listen to this renditions of this fucking the like music. Isn't this like what is it? Like it's from Gen 2, I know that. Oh, it's Ekratixi. Yeah, see, no, I just heard this in the anime. That's another thing. I've been watching the Pokemon anime. I'm back to Johto again. I want to actually get through that this time, which is, I know, a huge undertaking, but I tried to do it in 2016. I kind of lost confidence around when Ash's voice changed or whatever. I'm not looking forward to that again, but we'll see what happens. So that's another project I've undertaken on the side. So yeah, basically that's kind of what I want. That's what I want to do. You know, I want to take control of things again and just not have to stress so much about beating a game every week. So yeah, but yeah, so that because I also want to get back to stuff like the Dragon Quest series and kind of finally finish that, and review all of those, the last two being these two here, which are massive games. The 7th game is like 100 hours, and then the 8th game is 100 hours plus. So that one's gonna be fine for me, but like, cause I'll just want to play that one. It'll be a lot like Persona 4, where I just dump a bunch of hours into it, and really doesn't matter to me that I'm dumping a bunch of hours into it. But the other one, Dragon Quest 7, there is going to be a bit of an undertaking. The game was good, but I remember having a lot of like tedious bits and hard, like kind of obscure stuff, and you really have to follow a guide to get through it, kind of thing. I do have the Dragon Warrior 7 guide now, but I don't know how accurate that is to the changes they've made for the new 3DS version. So I'll probably have to, I'll figure it out, you know. But yeah, so I think that's kind of the important bits of what I wanted to sort of get at here for this video is just, you know, things got to change, and change is not necessarily a bad thing. I'm very proud of myself for getting a year and some change of like uberly consistent videos. But like even before that, the consistency of the videos was pretty good. I mean, it was at least a few videos a month. So I want to kind of revert back to that, but even then, not be too stressed about making videos unless I'm like really wanting to, you know, make those videos. Not that I wasn't wanting to play those games before, but the reason I was doing that was like not just to fill time, but you know, like to have something to do. That was the big part of my hobby then. Now it's different. You know, I have this Pokemon Go stuff, and I've got all that other stuff I was talking about, and it's like I'm just more busy, and so, you know, like I gotta make some prioritizations here, you know? I gotta be smart about my shit. As well as I've been working a lot lately because I got Midwest Gaming Classic coming up in a few weeks. Or a week. A week? Yeah, like 6 days or whatever. Or 7. Yeah, it's like literally a week. Yeah, it's literally a week from today is the first day of that. So I've been trying to really prepare for that. So I just haven't had time to do like anything lately, pretty much, other than work and try to Pokemon Go and all of that. But yeah, so I've just been kind of trying to figure out when was the best time to make that video for like the past month now or something. But I figured I'll let the Halloween season kind of come to a close and you know, see it from there. Like, I was trying to figure out other videos I could do to fill in the time that would be easier to make than like beating a game. I guess like the Pokemon Go updates. But other than that, like, I guess if you guys have any like video ideas that would be super easy for me to make that kind of fit in with the consistent theme of the channel. Okay, so that's the only other thing about the Pokemon Go stuff is like, I don't know if that's gonna like kind of skew the channel off to its own thing, and then whenever the reviews come, the people who came for the Pokemon Go will only want that stuff, and then the review people will only want that stuff, or like there'll be a small margin of people in between that will like watch one or the other or something. Like, I find it really annoying when channels like switch back and forth between stuff, and I don't like the one series, but I'll watch the other series, because then I feel like I'm missing out on a lot of stuff, you know? So, like, so I don't want to be that guy, you know? Like, but I'll, oh yeah, this is a great theme. I'll do that if there's interest for me to do that. So I might try it. I might see what goes on. Because the nice thing about Pokemon Go is there's a lot of events that sort of happen, and a lot of new things constantly to talk about. And beyond that, there's always just the filler stuff like filling out my medals and all of that. It's a really in-depth game. Like when that game first came out, there was so like little to do, but now the game has like so fucking many things to do. It's ridiculous. But yeah. But so yeah. I mean, I guess I'll stop with the update here. I should probably just do another video just talking about Pokemon Go and kind of like my memories and whatnot with that, and just talk about everything Pokemon Go related. And I might just do that after this video now that I'm thinking about it. I was kind of going to try to do it all in one video, but I'm like, that's kind of a lot. Now I'm looking, we're at like the 30-minute mark here, which I actually can see now as a fucking timer in the thing. I updated my fucking app finally that does all this shit. I didn't want to do it for the longest time for some reason, and it was a real pain to do it. I had to restart my computer like 3 or 4 times. It was really stupid, but it's updated now. And yeah, it's nice. You know, I like it. It's fine. There's a lot of quality things. Also, maybe I should have waited for the Pokemon Go video to show this off, but guess what I can do now? I could have done this like a long time ago too, but it's like, all right, cool. So, oh, okay, cool. You see me. Oh wait, yep, you're still seeing me. You're seeing me now. Watch this. Boom. But also, if we go like this, now I can be here, or here, or here, or here. And then, boom. Now, I can show you my Pokemon Go. Kind of blurryly. But like, yeah. So now that's pretty cool. Look at this. We got all the... It was looking pretty good earlier. Now it's like not focusing super well. But yeah. So there's that. Look at that. Now I can do like cool things like that, or I can like show off this thing up close. Like, look at this. Isn't this cool? This is my original box from back in the day that I used to play my Pokemon games on. Is that neato? I can do that now. So, yeah. So, anyway, now I can do that. Until next time, I guess, whenever that may be, this has been JZNES saying keep it classic, stick around for more reviews, underrated games, and I'll see you guys in the next one. JZ